guys, and welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we are going to be beating the system by getting ourselves some vitamins and also speeding up crop growth so fast that it'll make farming essence no problem at all. So I hope you guys are ready. We are back in more Seaopolis, and today, well, I was kind of thinking, I'm in an updated version. I was kind of looking at a few things, and you guys have also let me know. You guys let me know down in the comments that vitamins can be apparently gathered from guardians, which is kind of crazy because we can easily kill a guardian, and I don't know if this means one, like it's a guaranteed drop. If it is, that's awesome. Like it just says 1. This one says 0 to 2, and like there's no % chance. So I'm assuming that's just like a 100% chance drop. And if that's the case, that's awesome. I also want to get into some pedestals today, and we're going to be starting up some more automation that's a little bit cleaner than some of the stuff we have going on here. But anyways, Mega Torch, we're going to find some interesting ways to cheese this. First of all, buckets. So if you have ever played vanilla Minecraft, you've ever fought a guardian, you know that buckets of milk are your best friend, and specifically 4 of them. And the reason behind this is because guardians give you mining fatigue, right? So they're going to give you mining fatigue, and that mining fatigue unfortunately has a timer on it. So if you there's only like I believe 3 guardians. So the guardians themselves are what give you the mining fatigue. So if you drink 4 buckets, you're going to have enough time to be able to break through before another round of mining fatigue hits you. Also, I'm going to place a mega torch, and this is hopefully going to prevent more of the drowns and stuff, or not the drowns, more of the smaller guardians from spawning. That's my strategy around this. All right. So I have my food, I have my milk buckets, I have my pickaxe. The pickaxe is going to be the hardest part because we do need to get into the area. Let's grab some redstone, and we can use redstone to speed up our pick. That's probably the one thing that I need to put on here the most is redstone, and that's going to make it faster. It's like putting haste or efficiency on our pick. So now it's hastiest. Okay. So we're just about ready. We just need to plunge into the water. I have my tank on. You know, if we lose anything, it's not a huge deal. Not a huge deal if we lose anything. The building gadget could also help us, or exchanging. Did I ever make the exchanging gadget? I know we could have bought one, but I think we should make one, and we can like exchange out materials down there for things like sand. And then they would just fall. You know, at this point, I almost think like, I mean, the mining fatigue is bad because like it also affects like your damage and stuff. But at the same time, I think using the exchanging gadget is going to be one of the most cheesiest like ways of doing this. Oh, this is going to be good. If it works, it should work. I don't know if mining fatigue affects you using an exchanging gadget. That's kind of funny though, if it does. And then we can just use sand, right? So with an exchanging gadget, you can just accept the block. And as you can see right here, I can change the range and make it like this. That'll be perfect for getting into the roof. And that should just allow me to break right in. Let's see how this works. Let's go ahead and test this out. I'm going to head over to the monument. Oh, also, I know this. Oh, I probably have to make this, which is, oh man, just to be able to get through this ocean exploration. Yeah, I'm going to have to kill this. So I need to make this map. All right, time for me to get into more tinkers and making some more of the compasses. So after all that fun, there's our ocean monument generator, and of course, place it down. Weird, that first time that's started a fire. Place it down, break it, we get ourselves a map. However, we don't really need it because I do know where this thing is. I mean, it's literally right over there. So directly underneath me, yes, should be a monument. Okay, so I should be able to head down here and hope for the best, right? I'm not getting mining fatigue, which has me really concerned that there may not. Oh no, there's a guardian right here. There's definitely one right here. Okay, good. Good, good. We can take it out. Take it out. Come on. And death. Okay, did we get vitamins? We did not get vitamins. Weird. Okay, so that's just one. How come we're not getting mining fatigue? We got an elder eye. Usually there's a guardian in here. Yes, there is one. There we go. Now we got mining fatigue. So we can drink this. There's that mining fatigue gone. And just gonna kill this guy. And did we get it? No, we didn't. So I don't know what the chance is, if there is even a actual chance of getting vitamins. Kind of a bummer. It does show there. Huh. So right now I'm taking a look at what it will actually take to get to the end, because if we can get to the end, we can get those end rods, we can do some better things to hopefully help improve getting wither skeleton skulls, then I'm all for it. I'm all for it. So at the moment, I was looking at like recall potions. We can actually make some recall potions in case the end is a little too dangerous for our gear. Of course, we'll have full diamond gear on at that point. And then we could probably also have fully enchanted gear, if not full netherite gear at that point as well. But I was looking at the actual stronghold map, and this is, it's not necessary. Like, we don't have to have this to find the stronghold, but it sort of wants us to make it. So I have a map generator. We need molten ender, and molten ender is not a fun thing to make. Let's take a look at the actual practical way, because there's no way we're getting ender mites or dragons inside here to make a tiny little bit of molten ender. We're gonna have to make it this way, which is with molten blaze, which we get from melting blaze, and then we also have the smeltery ender ingot, which we make from ender pearls and prosperity ingots. Prosperity ingots are prosperity shards and iron. That makes this ingot. So how much of this do we actually need? Because this is what needs to be smelted down, right? So to make molten ender, we need molten blaze and this, and it makes 1 ingot's worth. This is going to need, it says 5 gems worth. I don't really know what the conversion rate there is when it means 5 gems. Man, that really makes it confusing. 1 bucket. So, okay, so one, I don't know if it's saying 1 bucket and 296 millibuckets. We're gonna find out though. I'm just gonna assume off the top of my head it's meaning 9 of these ingots. So let's just go with 9 for right now, and we'll see if that works. I need to grab out these things. I've got some stuff to make. So to get this going, all I have to do is take a different tank. I'm going to use a different tank here that I just placed down, and I'm going to fill that with the ender, or with the blaze, not the ender. And then over here we should have our ingots ready to go, and hopefully we can cast this thing and run into 0 problems. There we go. So it recognized that we have everything ready to go. Let's pull this out. Hopefully I can grab that. There we go. Perfect. Of course, I'm in a position where I can't get out. How unfortunate. So yeah, and we're also going to need a casting basin. The amount of these that I have made is kind of hilarious. So I have the map generator placed in, and let's see if this is actually enough to complete this recipe. And it looks like maybe it is. I think so. It's changing color. Yes. Okay. So it seems, yes, that is the proper thing. Okay. So now we have the stronghold map generator, which is perfect because that should now have opened up the end section for us. And then we also have to follow the map. So X marks the spot. The stronghold could be underground. So make sure you have vitamins just in case. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Vitamins. Yeah, we're not going to have vitamins. So I want to test a few things out to make sure that they're even going to work before I start building a mob spawner. we're gonna have to up our wither skeleton production. Like, there's no way that we're gonna be able to get this done. And even if I went to manually kill them, I think it would just take so long to manually kill them that it would just be impractical. So let me see if I can't take this spawner here. Let me get in here and knock this guy out before he kills me. And before this spawns anything else, can I cover it up? Ooh, I can. Okay. So I can pick this spawner up. Good, good, good. Now you may be wondering, Chosen, how are you going to change what type of spawner it is? In vanilla Minecraft, I believe, regardless of if Apotheosis is in here or not, you can still change a spawner type by clicking a vanilla mob egg on it. And we should be able to get a mob egg with mob grinding utilities. So yeah, this farm that I'm about to build, it should work. It should work. So at the moment, I am building this mob spawner. And if you can see down below, I'm using basically like conveyor belts. They're not from Dark Utilities. These are actually conveyors that are from the mob grinding utils. You can see they're relatively fast, right? So when a mob is going to spawn, it's going to spawn and land on these, and it's going to eventually make its way into the center here. And then once it gets down into here, then it's going to get crushed because this is going to be running and it's going to push them into it. Probably one of the simplest little setups. Hopefully we can get a lot of mob drops from this. That's the goal, right? So let me go ahead and set this up. So I'm going to place this a few blocks here. Now, the best way for me to do this is probably to go up 1, 2, 3 blocks and then place the spawner here. And then it'll give it a little bit of space here. I don't think they're going to be able to spawn overhead like right here because they are a little bit taller than your normal mob. So I don't think that gives them room to spawn. But usually give them 2 blocks above and that'll have a 1 block gap. So they shouldn't be spawning there. Now, I don't want to place down the mob spawner yet. We're still not 100% finished building this. I need to get a couple of glass walls in here. I want to be able to, like, I want a little room, a viewing room to make sure that everything is working, at least on one side. And then everywhere else can be filled with the wand. Go ahead and make just a, oh, I had one with me. Oh, I need one anyways. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and fill this up. We're going to make this all wood. There, I'm not worried about them catching on fire or anything. Even though later on, I might want to exchange this out. I mean, we do have the ability to exchange out with the gadget. But yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a mob farm. Let me go ahead and expand that. There we go. You can see how quickly this works. There we go. And that's already completely filled. Nice. And then just fill the rest of that in. And then fill the top. And we're just about ready to get some mobs flowing in this bad boy. Wondering, Chosen, how are you going to get the mob egg? I don't understand what you're doing. Well, we're going to take a mob swab. And I'm going to head back into the... I mean, I could potentially get it from this farm. Like, I see a wither skeleton right there. You know what? If I'm fast enough, I might be able to... No, I'm not fast enough. I could wait for one to spawn, but I think it's going to be best if I just head on into here and grab one. So here we are. All I have to do is just find a skeleton here. Yeah, this will work. Right click on it and then just get out. Just get out. I forgot all my food, so I'm definitely going to make my way back. But yeah, I did grab the DNA. So that is going to be enough. And I'm going to show you the secret recipe that we are going to use in order to get ourselves a spawn egg for this thing. In order to get this, you do need a little bit of experience that's probably built up. So I'm going to grab some of this liquid experience that we have. And all you have to do is craft this thing. So it's as simple as taking a wheat seed, liquid experience, and this, and we get something called GM chicken feed. That's going to use that mob swab. And then we need to sacrifice a chicken. Any of our chickens. There we go. And as you can see, we get the nice music that plays, and we have ourselves a wither skeleton spawn egg. That is going to go great down here because we're about to get this party started. All right, dark. Let's see, oh, it's called tinted. glass. I'm using like different variants of glass. Seems like every time I mess around with this. Down here, I need to put a lever on this block, be able to turn this on, which is probably a good idea to have it start crushing. I also have the same setup that we used before set up there. So that should be on. You see it spinning now. And well, it's dark. Let's go ahead and get this spawner placed in here. Man, what a perfect time. So I'm probably going to give myself a little bit more space to work with so I can potentially break that block. We're going to place this down, remove the cardboard, and we should be able to right click that. Now it's a wither skeleton spawner. And then I would prefer to break the block that's underneath it. This block. There we go. And then just fill this back in. It's that easy. Right? I think. Hopefully it's going to be a little bit, hopefully it's going to work well and we can just like stand here and it's going to generate wither skeletons. Come on now. Come on, don't do me wrong here. It should work. There they go. It's not going to be anything crazy fast or anything like that, but at least it's going to start killing them. And the big part of this is, yeah, there they go. The big part of this is hopefully if I put some of the beheading upgrades in there, we should start to see more heads and eventually get to the 64 that we need for the vitamins. Okay, so after putting enough after putting the 10 beheading upgrades and putting the luck upgrades in it as well, the fortune, it's actually going significantly fast. Like this is actually doing a pretty good job. And I was just kind of doing some target practice over here. I just made a bow, and apparently with this mechanism bow, which is pretty cheap to make, by the way, you can totally make it at the stage I'm at. You can turn fire mode on, which gives you fire projectiles. And so I'm just out here just sniping these guys with fire projectiles, even though, I mean, they're in the water, so what's it honestly matter? But yeah, this, I'm aiming at the same spot. I love how random the bow's projectiles are. But there we go. Yeah, and you can turn that on and off, turn off the fire mode. I just thought that was kind of cool. And yeah, it is. I was making sure, is it using arrows? Like, yeah, it's totally using arrows. But yeah, this mechanism bow is a nice substitute. You don't have to worry about durability or anything. And you can also upgrade it and then enchant it the same as normal bow, but it's just not going to lose its durability. So I can tell you, after AFKing here for, I don't know, maybe an hour or so while I got some other stuff done. Yeah, I think we have enough skulls. Just enough. We have the vitamins. Oh yeah. This is pretty decent. This will definitely get you those skulls pretty quickly. I don't think you'll have to worry about it for too long. I think maybe less than 20 minutes of waiting would probably get that done. I also spent some time to make this into a little bit of a crop area. I have slowly but surely started to work on this area, and my idea for this was to kind of go with that oil rig sort of looking thing. I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen like offshore oil rigs. They kind of like look like floating I don't even bobbers, like I don't even know what you want to call them, but usually they're taller than they are like large. So they're almost like a vertical ship kind of. But yeah, I made that area because I need to really get started on essence production. Like we are, it's so slow growing it the regular way. And yeah, that is kind of a problem. So let's complete this. Let's get our vitamins. And ta-da! We have vitamins. Vitamins. Mmm, yummy. Okay, so we can put this apparently in a necklace slot. Nice. So, no longer do we take the... do we get mining fatigue when we go super low underground. Okay, so I did mention, now that we're back, I did mention that we were going to be probably touching base a little bit and talking a little bit about getting into the Pedestals mod, as it is incredibly powerful. So, with that being said, let's actually tap into that pedestal mod. And I don't remember if this was a recipe or not, but apparently you can make this inside of the induction smelter. Maybe I completely missed this, or I overlooked it like a couple times, but you can also make it this way. Which, I mean, do whatever you, I guess, feel like doing. If you kind of expand this, you can see it's just a ball. And yeah, I mean, we can make it both ways. I guess this way would be technically cheaper because it doesn't require an ender pearl, but I don't know how long that actually takes to process. If it takes just as long as everything else, then I would rather do it this way. So let's go ahead and build this thing. It's going to be pretty much like this. And later on, I mean, you could use the copy paste gadget. It's probably going to be the quickest way to like quickly place multi-blocks like this. And then later on, the builder, if there's some of them that need like indefinite autocraft craft setup for them, like that would probably be one of the easiest ways to do it. Early game, yeah, definitely the building gadget probably. All right, so now that we have that, let's take an ender pearl, toss that bad boy in, and that is going to get us one of the pedestal upgrade bases. And we're going to use this to grow our crops a little bit faster. Definitely going to use that for some crop growth. Okay, so at Pedestals, this pedestal mod is really cool. So we need to make ourselves a linking tool. Wherever it is, there it is. It's going to require some dyes, like a red dye. We definitely have that. And a blue dye, just as lapis. There we go. Cactus. Yeah, about that. We have to smelt cactus down. Perfect. And then just slap that there. And then now we have a linking tool. So back to the pedestals mod. To be able to make a base pedestal, you need that linking tool and some stone. And bam, we have a pedestal. Also going to grab some glowstone because glowstone is really nice for this. You can just use a glowstone block. And I think that's about it. Water. We have a bucket of water, so we should be good. Okay. So back up top. So let's talk a little bit about how this pedestal is going to work. I'm going to grab a slab for right now. And I'm going to go ahead and break this setup that I have currently. I'm not going to be using a trapdoor. I'm technically going to be placing a slab down here just so that way there's a platform for the pedestal to set on. Otherwise, it's going to turn in a weird direction, and I don't want it to be turning in a funky direction. When I place this, it is going to consume the water, which is fine. I'm going to go ahead and place glowstone on it. Actually, let me get that back out. On it. Does it have to be in my offhand? There we go. Put it in my offhand. And that's supposed to generate light. Doesn't look like it's generating a lot of light. And then I can waterlog it. Oh, yeah. Waterlog it by putting water there. Perfect. So now these crop plots should go back to being normal. And we need to upgrade this bad boy right here and turn it into a pedestal fertilizer upgrade. And this is going to make crops grow so much faster. You got to put it in your offhand, by the way, in order for it to go onto the pedestal. And then if you want to accelerate this to make it go any faster, you can, for one, upgrade that slot. And one way you can do that is by breaking this pedestal, or you can put another empty pedestal base upgrade in your offhand and then punch it, and that should give you your upgrade back. Or like I said, you can just break the thing if you really want to. And like, you know what? Instead of me having it waterlogged, let me just demonstrate, because that'll make it easier later on when we go to upgrade this thing. If I was to put this here, it works just fine. And then I can actually place the pedestal right on top. And then this might actually glow. You know, it's supposed to glow. I have no idea why it's not glowing. But that is supposed to make it emit light, and it's not. But anyways, pedestal ready to go. We could give it bone meal as well. You can actually feed it bone meal, and it makes the crops grow a lot faster. But like I said, enchanting also does that. So let's go ahead and grab our crops over here. Perfect. We have essence, which means we can use that. This is going to make growing this so much quicker. And like even bone meal just helps in general. Like if you have extra bone meal, which we have tons of bones from that Leviathan bone area over there. Oh, it's going to make it so much nicer. Also, I'm going to put these in the corner. It's just so dark over here for some odd reason. Like I said, that should emit light. Very weird that it's not. Maybe it's an Optifine bug. I don't know. But anyways, Inferium. Let's go ahead and plant this here. Because by default, this actually only works in a 3x3x3 area, which means it's only growing in a 3x3 and also vertically 3x3. And you need to watch that when you do the actual enchants to upgrade this bad boy. So, bookshelves. Can I make me some bookshelves? I have enough for 15, and let's see. We also need an enchantment table. And let's go ahead and set this up real quick. We're going to set up a simple enchanting table area. And I'm going to enchant this bad boy. We've got to get this done. Let's see. There, and there, and there. Why not? So let's go ahead and grab, let's get this back. And let's go ahead and see if we can't grab some lapis and see if we can't get some good enchants. Now we're also need a grindstone, because if we don't like the enchants that we get on it, we can of course throw that in the grindstone and wipe them. All right, pedestal area. Not really 100% what I want, unless it has speed on it. That's actually a pretty nice upgrade. We have area, range, and speed. I mean, that is pretty nice. Like, that's a nice upgrade. That could actually probably grow 2 of these areas filled, like just by placing it here. I don't know if that affects it. I kind of want the small range, but I also want this to have these nice speed upgrades, but it might just work without that. Look how quick that is. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we might just leave it like that, because look how fast that is. This is what I mean. This will get your crops up and running incredibly fast. The pedestal mod is just, I love it. I love it so much. Now, of course, I said this was fast, right? It seems fast right now. Watch what happens when we put bone meal in it. Yep, it's almost instantaneous once it's in there. And I think the reason why we see it not happening right away is because it is like checking for that range of an 11 by 11. So if we were to be smart about this, we could remove these enchants if there is a way to remove the enchants on them. And we could go about it that way as well. And we also need to worry about how we're going to set up farms for this. Like, what are we going to use to auto farm this? So hear me out. I think the best way to automate the essence is going to be with a plant sower, a plant gatherer, and to get to this, well, we need some things, right? We need plastic. That's going to be a whole rabbit hole of things that we have to do. But let me go ahead and explain what I'm going to need, and we can go ahead and at least get one thing up today that is hopefully going to help jumpstart that. And that is going to be the arboreal extractor. We have to have this arboreal extractor in order to do this. And, well, I'm going to make 2 of them for right now. Well, I already have 1 of them, but I'm going to make another one for this. So let's get some iron. Trying to think of all the stuff I'm going to need for this, and I'm slowly working my way towards it. So there we go. We should have the iron needed for this. And there we go. Okay, so thermal. I have this already. And if I remember this correctly, I don't remember what tree is the best for it. But it is showing a particular type of tree. If I click rubber here and I look at this latex, it is for some reason showing a jungle tree. So we're going to need a jungle tree in order for this to pull from. And it's going to just, I believe, passively generate that. So, let's go ahead and grab some jungle saplings and some bone meal. And I think we can get a single tree tall, jungle tree, I believe. Yeah, it should definitely grow singles. There we go. And one is grown. The other one's grown. And how does this place? Places like that. Okay, so I'm going to need this to face the other direction. Like this. Right? And then that... Oh, it has to run off of a fuel. Is that coal that it's needing? I don't actually know. Or does it care? Like, what is this? Oh, no, it's generating it passively. What is this slot for? Interesting. And we can put augments in it to make it go faster. Ooh, okay. We definitely have the ability to make augments. Crafting a couple of augments. I now have the reinforced. I don't know if that's going to make it go any faster, but I hope so. Like, my hope is at least there. Otherwise, we're going to have a major farm of these things. Maybe 4 per tree. I think that might work. Just to be able to get the amount of latex that we're going to need later on down the road. To be able to produce rubber. And that gets produced in a fractioning still. And then, fractioning still. And then it goes inside a pyrolyzer. A pyrolyzer. There we go. And that is going to generate the cured rubber and dried rubber. Interesting. So this is like a pyrolyzer, but yeah, this process is called vulcanization, I do believe. And this is 100% going to be probably what we invest our essence into first. Getting one of these seeds is going to be a must. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Of course, we have a lot more to go over next episode, and man, are we going to get industrial real soon. I'm super excited to get into the industrial foregoing mod. That is going to lead us into some really awesome stuff. So anyways, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video, and that is going to go to Lucas. Thank you so much for your amazing support, Lucas. And by the way, if you want to be like Lucas and support the content that I make, be sure to check out the link down in the description below. You'll find my Patreon link down there. And that is one of the best ways to support the content that I make and allow me to continue these episodes, usually past episode 30, as that's usually when a viewership drop off kind of happens. But because of you guys, I'm able to continue, and I really do appreciate you guys. So anyways, if you are interested in that, be sure to check out this link down in the description below. Also, while you're down there, be sure to join the Discord. There's a link for that. We have an amazing community. I do hang out from time to time in the voice channels, and if you're interested in talking with me, that's a good way to do so. And guys, I hope to see you in the next episode. Of course, as always, thanks for watching.